Hey, how's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday, and this is video number 8. And I have been traveling, traveled home, did a video as I did yesterday out in the country, and I was going to do my video today while we were traveling, but when you're traveling across northern Alberta and Saskatchewan, can't always guarantee that the feed wouldn't disappear into no man's land. So anyways, I'm back at home. Getting ready for my day tomorrow. 5 days ago today, I quit my job at a law firm, and tomorrow I start my new job. So I'm excited about that. While we're traveling, I had an opportunity to do some reading, and I was reading from a book called, well, you probably can't see it. Anyways, it's called The Right Words at the Right Time by Marlo Thomas and friends. It's a book's been around for a while. I did not check on Amazon if it's still available, but I will. And if it is, I will put a link for you to go find that book. What it is it's a collection of friends. Now, Marlo Thomas was, I don't know if she still is or not. Anyway, she was an actress. Her dad was a very famous actor, and so she has lots of friends in the acting industry. So actually a lot of these stories that are in this book are from actresses, some you may, and actors, some you may or may not know. Anyways, it's kind of a cool little book, and so I was reading some of these stories. And one of the stories that I read was from Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, most of you probably still know who that is. And it was an interesting story. So the story was about her friend Mary, who she, as far as I know, still is very much friends with today. And, you know, we always, for all of us, we kind of have those friends that have stuck with us through thick and thin, and no matter what we do in our life, they're always there, and that's an absolute fantastic thing. So, anyways, the story about Mary is, the premise of the story is this. Gwyneth was in a relationship, and she was struggling with this relationship. She kept complaining to Mary about the relationship, and you know, and where it is, and all this kind of stuff. And finally, Mary had said to Gwyneth, the words, "You're not getting what you need." I mean, that's why you're struggling with this relationship, Gwyneth, because you're not getting what you need. And in this relationship, of course, she'd begun to doubt herself, and she always had that feeling of, you know, she was never enough. And I don't know if you have ever had that feeling, and for some of you listening, you may never not had that feeling, but for I would say the majority, we've all had that feeling at one time or another, where we're just feel like we're not enough. And it was very perceptive of Gwyneth's friend Mary to just say to her, look, the reason this is not working is because you're not getting what you need. When you find yourself struggling to be a version of yourself that would please someone else but not you, quietly ask yourself, am I getting what I need? I'm going to read that again. So that's a little piece in the story that Gwyneth wrote. And it says this: when you find yourself struggling to be a version of yourself that would please someone else but not you, quietly ask yourself, am I getting what I need? And I want to challenge all of you that are in relationships, whether it be a business relationship, a personal relationship, maybe it's even a relationship with your own children. Are you getting what you need? Where is this relationship? And not so much in a selfish way, but a way that says that you are being built up and your self-esteem is not taking a hit. Okay, we have enough things in this coming at us in this world that, you know, you need to be able to stand in whatever you're doing, whether it be your job or your home or in the relationships with your family, you know, even your own parents. I mean, sometimes parents can be absolutely brutal. I've seen it many times with people, and you know, I've tried to kind of catch them and go, whoa, 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 you know, what are you doing? You need to not to destroy your family, you need to build them up. So Self-esteem is a fragile thing. Myself, Gwyneth, and many others have learned that in the end, it is up to us. It's your responsibility, actually, to take care of yourself, to nourish you. It isn't someone else's responsibility to build up your self-esteem. It isn't someone else's responsibility to, feed you what you need to hear or what you need to see, but it is your responsibility. And I want to encourage you today, as Gwyneth learned from Mary in this whole thing about, are you getting what you need? She also learned to stop and ask herself from time to time throughout the rest of her life, am I getting what I need? Is this job, is this position, is this relationship giving me what I need to be able to do what I need to do? God has given you a power and a purpose in this life for you to go and do something and be something. And whatever you do, your responsibility is to guard your own self-esteem. You need to guard it, and you need to be feeding it and treating it with the respect that it is due. And so in this day and age, sometimes where we blame everybody for everything around us, and people can be cruel. People can be cruel and harsh, but I want to encourage you to make sure that you check inside and go, okay, is this giving me what I need? And if it's not, what do you need to do to change that? Maybe you need to read a new book. Maybe you need to listen to a new video or CD or something, or maybe you need to go see a friend who always was good for you and who appreciated your style or your being or whatever it is. So that's my word for you for today. I trust that you learned something from this today. Again, if the book is still available on Amazon, I will put a link to it, and it has lots of fantastic stories. You might hear other videos from here, because it has some really great stories and great lessons for us all to learn. And again, it's the power of a book. I spoke about this once already, and the beautiful thing of buying books is that you get to learn from someone else's life and their mistakes and their fun things that they have done, and so you can't live long enough to make all the mistakes yourself. And so I encourage you to, if you don't read on a regular basis, to definitely do that. So that's it for me. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Be brave.